Hi there, welcome to Elm Colors. I'm Erica. On today's video, I'm going to be doing everyone's favorite video, which is, of course, the finished pages video. These are all the pages that I have started work on and all the ones that I've finished for the month of June. So let's get started. So the first things I'm going to show you are some of the whips that I have. I have started one in this beautiful, lovely book that I cannot pronounce, but it's the summer, Rita Berman's summer book. And I am trying to get at least one Rita Berman page done a month because I have not colored in her books as much as I want to, basically. So I have started one page in here, and it's this one. So I'm excited to keep working on that. So far, there's just a layer of ink tints down, and that's all I've done. I started to hesitate because I wasn't sure what kind of sky I wanted. I know I probably want some kind of sunset-ish sky, but I'm not positive what colors I want to use. So we're holding off on that. But here's the start to that one. Next, I have a book from the Fledgling Fairies special, which is featuring Christine Karen artwork. I have one other book by her, and I haven't colored in it. And I think I have a couple PDFs, but I haven't colored those either. So this is my very first start to a Christine Karen page. And I decided to start with this one. I wanted to see how the paper would do with water mediums because this is a newer book and newer paper. I don't love it. I don't know if you guys will be able to see, but there's like little lines coming down, and I think that's just from the paper itself. I'm sure that once I play with it some more and it'll be all right, and especially if I go over top of it with colored pencil, it'll be fine. But it's a little disappointing because I know that in my other coloring heavens, the water mediums do work really well, which I will show you here in a second. So that's the start to this one, which I'm excited about. So in this one, this is an older coloring heaven, and this is how I know the water mediums work so well, because I have gone through and done skin or hair or a little bit more in almost every page. With my Neocolors. I think I just used Neocolors on these. But I decided to just sit down one day and go through all this. I really like the way this one's turning out. This is one that I had finished previously using ink tints, so I knew that it would work in here. It does make the paper crinkly, but it's not super bumpy or anything. But I like the way that things are looking so far, so I am excited to work further in this book. And Josh Lee is one of the artists that I am going to, I have several of his books, and all of his are on my to finish eventually list. So anytime I color a picture from him, I can check it off on my little checklist. So that was in Fantasy Specials. And the last whip I have going is this one. This is from Circle of Life. I'm almost done with this one. I just have to finish the water and the dirt here, and then color in my swans, do a little bit of embellishing, and and finish up these leaves on the side here. But this one was a simple one. I was trying to get it done for a color along on Instagram, and of course I didn't get it done. But I like the way it's looking so far. I know it's a very fall color palette, but I don't know. It just felt right to have a red tint and then, I don't know, orange leaves, I guess. So that is it on my whips. Let's get to the finished pages. So I'm going to zoom you in just a little bit. Okay, so the first finished pages I have are in A Million Kawaii Cuties. This is one, these had been a whip last month or maybe the month previous. I had gone through with my water-based markers and done a layer, like a flat layer, and then I have this month I worked on these two whips and finished them up with some color pencils, and I've got some Neocolors in the background here, and I just took it straight off of the stick and added it in, and it didn't get that weird texture the same way that it does and sometimes when you use more water mediums. So I was pretty pleased with that. I posted this one on Instagram. I did not post this one, but this one was really fun. This one Has lots of sparkle, so I hope you can see all that. I really wanted something girly and sweet, and then when I went with this color palette, then I really liked the way that these flowers turned out, so I have like a little bit of blue and green and pink on there, all of the colors that are in there on those white flowers. I took just a little like magical, I don't know, spray. I guess this is the spray from the perfume bottle, I guess, but it's all got stickles and sparkle pop pen, and then I've got silver stickles around the outside of the bottle there. But I love all these little creatures, and I love this little raccoon lady. I don't know if she's supposed to be a raccoon, but that's what I made her, but I think she's so cute. And then on this side, so the marker bases were, you know, on all the leaves, on all the flowers, these little blue characters, and then the yellow back here, and then everything else is colored pencil. And this little guy's like hat and stuff were all markers. I had no idea what these little guys were, but I think they turned out cute. I colored them all the same color so that it wasn't too many colors on the page, and I tried to limit my color palette. So that's really fun to do, I think, in these books, is to have a more limited color palette. I'm sure there'll be, you know, certain pages where you want to just go crazy, but that tends to be my go-to lately. So yeah, so there are those two in a million kawaii cuties. The next one I did was this one. This is a buddy color with the lovely bee. And we did this page, and this, we had picked this back in May, and we were thinking, okay, well, we'll do, you know, just in case we get sick of mermaids, we'll have something fun to color. And still kind of sea themed, but not an actual mermaid. And then we're like, well, maybe we should hold this, put this off until later in the year, or later next month. And I'm glad we did, because then I was able to sit and actually focus on this one and not be worried about other pages I needed to get done or anything. But we had originally picked this page to do as a buddy color, and then we decided that it was just easier to do the double page spread. So that's what we ended up doing. And I will put a picture of these pages up on screen as well, so you guys can see those. And then I did try to color a little bit from real life. I tried to get the patterns on from the lionfish and put that on there. And I'll put a picture of the fish that I used for inspiration on screen so you can see that. I went with a little bit of a different color than the one that is in my inspiration photo, but still really had fun. And I just like this color palette against the bluey green sea. I think that really stands out and just goes together, and yeah, I like how it turned out. So this is my Rita Berman page this month. Very pleased with that. So that is from this lovely Under the Water book. The next one I have is from Garten Gluck. This one is one that I colored in my Y is for Yellow video, and basically it was just showing how I use yellow as a fun accent color, I guess. I think it's really cute. I like the way it turned out. It's super sparkly. I have stickles on the water, stickles on the clouds. I have yellow stickles in these little dots around the outside. I have yellow glitter gel pen on the flowers and her swimsuit. I have the Stardust Jelly Roll clear on her hat. It's just full of sparkle. And I love this little dog. I was thinking that this maybe was like a golden doodle or some kind of cute doodle dog. And I love that color that they all have. So yeah, that is that. I love this little frog down here. It's so cute. But yeah, so there is that page. And then I have another one in this series as well. So I did one in my, I can't pronounce that, but it's this book. And I did, where'd you go? I did this one. I just recently posted this one on Instagram. And I really like the color palette that I chose. I knew that I wanted these bees to be more like honeybees, so not so much yellow, but more like a brownish gold color. And then I was like, okay, well, what color really goes with that? And then of course the purples are, you know, on the opposite on the color wheel. So I was like, okay, let's just throw into purple. So it was purple flowers at first, and I was going to do something different with the background. And then I just started coloring, and it just kind of got away from me. But yeah, I love this book. This one is a compilation book. So there are other pictures from other artists, and besides just Ursula Schwab. And I think this last one, yeah, this one is all Ursula Schwab pictures, but this one, she only has a few in here, and I've decided that I'm going to go through and color all of hers in this book. There are other really beautiful pages, but I just, for some reason, Ursula Schwab's pages really stand out to me. So this is the next one I want to do, and I think that's super cute too. But yeah, I like the way that turned out. I really like my bees, my wings on the bees. Yeah, it was fun. And then I also did really quickly just this little front, the little motifs in the front here. You can color this as a full-size picture in here somewhere. I can't remember where it's at. There it is. So here's the whole big deal. But I just took some markers that I had just gotten and played with them a little bit, and colored that in, and then added the little bees in. Thought that was cute. So yeah, so that's those pages in this book here. Okay, so next we have a page in, oh, I'm going to zoom you back out. All right, next we have a page in Summer Nights. This one was done for the Color with Ukraine hashtag on Instagram, and this month's theme was sunflowers. And I've had this page started for a really long time and just finally decided I was going to finish it. I did have a little bit of trouble with the background because I had started with some, I want to say maybe they were the Arteza watercolors. And then I finally just had to go over everything with pencil because it was just not getting vibrant enough for me. And I wanted this page to be super vibrant. And then I saw a really cool butterfly on Pinterest that I kind of took my inspiration from for these guys. Yeah. It was fun. It was a good page, and I like the way it turned out. So yeah, if you guys haven't seen yet, the Color with Ukraine hashtag for July is dealing with things that remind you of childhood, to honor all of those children that are affected by the war right now. So so that is my page for that hashtag. That was from Summer Nights. Let's see. Next, let's do this one. Oh, goodness. I did another one in, I finished one in the Jashley book. This is from Gods and Goddesses. This one was also for a color along. This one was for the Pride Man with lipstick. So he's got purple lips here. And that one was by Samways Coloring. And then the other one was Gents for June and July by Poet Spice. And so this was my mail for that one. I was not sure how this was going to go, and I really wish I would have done a different color on his toga thing here. Made it more white or something to stand out from his body color. But I like the rest of the colors. I think that the rest of it turned out okay. Maybe I could have done like a purple toga. But it is what it is, and it's done, and it's pretty cool. I do like how my leopards turned out. Jaguars, I don't know what those are, but I like how those guys turned out. And they were really easy to color because he's already got all of the shading in there for you, a lot like Kirby does with his animals. So he had a lot of the shading in there already, so I didn't even have to think about it. I just went in and colored, and it was really good. I love this book, though. There are so many beautiful pages, lots of males and females in this, and this is probably one that I will color in again this month because it's that Gents for June and July, so we'll have another one for July. So this one, this is one that I did in my weekend whip. So you guys saw me start this. I used the satin, this stuff right here, the satin glazing liquid that I had heard about from Coloring with Kay. to prep a page in here. And then I went through with my watercolors, my Neocolors, I think, on a weekend whip. And you guys kind of saw me struggle with that a little bit and figure things out. And this is the finished page. I think she turned out pretty cool. She looks like a Barbie, but that's okay. I like the way that it ended up looking. And I did go over the top of what I had done with pencil as well. So some of it has just a little bit of shading. The skin has a little bit more shading than like the flowers and the butterfly wings and stuff. And then I added some stickles and some glitter pens to the wings and to her crown. But yeah, I think she turned out really pretty. Very Barbie-like, like I said, but still pretty and vibrant. So I was pretty pleased with the way that works. So I think I'm going to use that satin glazing liquid a little bit more if I want to use water mediums on these. So I'm going to color one, because this paper was really concerning to me when I got it, because it's just like one step away from like just kids coloring book paper. And I don't know how the pencils will do on this, but I'm going to try another page with just pencils and see how that goes. And then we'll see if I'm going to need to prep all the pages with medium or not. There is still some spots where there's like the lines in the background. So if you can see on this butterfly wing here, you've got these vertical lines, but it's not like totally detracting from the overall image. So I just kind of left it. I didn't really want to mess with it too much. But there's the final finished project. I am going to post this on my community tab too, just so anybody who happened to watch that video can kind of see, you know, the finished project. So yeah, okay. Next book. Oh, and that is from Beauties in Fairyland by Coco Weil. And I love all the images in that book. It's so beautiful. Next, I did Nice Little Town 6. This is one of my 10 books. Well, I think I have more than 10. This is one of my books to finish eventually. And this is the page that I did. And I love it. It's so cute. I had started this a while ago. I did like the sky over here for a video on how I color skies, I think. And I had gone through with some alcohol markers and done a little bit of work, but the rest of it is pencil. I think I just have alcohol markers on, yeah, like the red parts of the roof, the duck, and then the rocks and the trees. But then I've gone over things with pencil and shaded, and yeah, really like the way that this one turned out. I, again, stuck with a limited color palette. So there's a couple little bits of pink in here, but everything else is red, yellow, and blue, and green, of course, for the greenery bit. I thought that turned out really cute. And I do have a little bit of sparkly stuff on the door handle, the bell, the pole for the umbrella, like some of the little screws and stuff along the tops of the roof parts. But yeah, I thought that turned out really cute. I'm excited to color some more in this. So both of the pages, so here's the other one I did in this book. So both of them are pretty vibrant, bright, colorful pages. So I think the next one I'm going to do, I'm going to tone it down a bit. So we'll see how that goes. Because these books just, to me, they lean towards bright and fun and vibrant, but we'll see. I don't know which one I'm going to do yet. This one's still my favorite of all time, of any page that she's ever drawn. This is my favorite. So I'm probably going to hold off on that one until I think that I can do it do it justice. But there are several others in here that I know that'll be really fun to color. So yeah, so that is my page for this month in Nice Little Town 6. Let's see what else I have. So I've got in Mermaids, there's only a few more left. Mermaids and Other Sea Creatures. This one was supposed to have been a buddy color last month with Debbie. And she finished hers on time and I did not. So I finally finished mine this month. Really like the way it turned out. I used Neocolors, a tiny little bit of pencil, and just had fun with I wanted it to, again, be a very limited color palette. I liked these colors together. I thought they turned out really pretty. Yeah, I really like the way that this turned out. I think she turned out super cute. This book is so adorable. Like, I just want to color all the pages, but, you know, of course I can't sit and just color the one because I have too many books that need love too. So, but yeah, really like the way she turned out. That one is that. We've got this one. So this one is another one that was a very long-standing whip. This had been, I had started the cats, I think, for a How I Color Fur, maybe. Something similar to that. And then, so the half of the cats were done. So I finished up this cat and this cat. I used polychromos and maybe some Black Widow on those guys as well. And then I did a lot of ink tints on the background and the tub. And then went over with a little bit of pencils for some shading. Added in like some little rust spots on the water pump here and on the tub. Just thought this was really cute. Really, it was challenging because I don't love fur, but I was able to get it done. So that is my first colored page in this book, which is the cutest book I've ever seen in my life. And I want to, again, color all these pages, but it's not going to happen. But so there is my finished page in Story of Precious Cats. Then in Botanicum, I actually colored 4 pages in this one. So, and they're not like full-size pages, so I guess it's a little bit of cheating. But in here, I colored this little dragon, and I kept my colors because I really liked that rainbow. But I colored that for Pride at the beginning of the month. I thought that little rainbow dragon turned out super cute. And then I colored this side as well. This one I tried to do as best as I could, as close as I could to like realistic. So I looked up the bird, I looked up a snail, I looked up these flowers, and tried to do my best to get those as close to real as I could. I really like the way that the bird turned out. I think it turned out really cool. And then next I did this one, which I love this page. This was for a color along, was the one by Nirma Coloring, which is like it was Orange Hair Girl or something. And I started doing her hair orange, and then I was like, okay, what am I going to do with the background? And again, I looked at the flowers and this butterfly and was just like, okay, I'm just going to do green so that those things really stand out. But yeah, I really like the way this one turned out. I got little freckles on all over her skin and on her cheeks, and I thought she turned out really cute. This one's probably one of my top faves this month. And then I finished this one. This one is a long-standing whip that I had started when I reviewed the Kohinoor Polycolors for the first time. I had done her skin because I got the portrait set, so I had done her skin. And then I just went through and finished everything else up, just kind of added some shading. And yeah, I like this little dragon. I thought it turned out really cute. And I don't typically do a yellow background, but I don't hate the way this looks. I think it all meshes together really well with like the purpley tones and then like the more fall color flowers and stuff. Yeah, I thought that turned out pretty cool. So there is that one. So I was really happy because Botanicum is another one that I wanted to finish. So I got 4 pages done in that one. Well, 4 pictures, not pages, 4 pictures done in that one. And then last but not least is my page from Romantic Country. This one was another buddy color. This one with Megan from Disney Meg's Coloring. If that's not correct, I will put her YouTube name on screen. I did this one, and I'm going to post Megan's page on here as well, so you guys can see that one. You can see our themes are pretty different. I love her patriotic vibe that she had on hers. I thought that the red, white, and blue kind of color scheme was really cool and very appropriate since we were coming into, close to Independence Day for us. And I kind of went with a different theme. I've just decided that I wanted to try something a little bit out of the box, but not too far. Like I posted on my Instagram page, I can only go so far, so I still have to have green grass and brown wood. But I have like grayish blue tree bark and pink leaves and just fun and magical. I added in all these little dots and crosses and diamonds and things. I kind of wanted these birds to blend in a little bit, so I outlined them on white and did a little bit of a shadow with some pink, and they kind of just blur into the background. But I did add like little tail feathers to their, I don't know if you'll be able to see that or not, but yeah, really just wanted this to be kind of enclosed also in the trees. So the sky is mostly in here. There's, you know, it leaks out a couple places, but it's mostly all centered there. But yeah, I just wanted this to be my magical wishing well. Yeah. And I love that I got another page done in this book. And again, this is another one that I am working on to finish eventually. So that is it. So that is all my pages. I think my favorites are the last couple I showed you. So this one in Romantic Country, and then the girl with the orange hair in Botanicum. But let me know what your favorite is in the comments below. I would love to hear. If you would like to do a buddy color in Botanicum, Romantic Country, nice little town, or what was the other one I was going to work in? I think that's it. Those three. Those three have been kind of my main ones. Magical Dawn is another one that I need to do a buddy color in. And I can't remember what else. Oh, A Million Magical Creatures. That's the last one. So if anybody wants to buddy color in those, send me a message on Instagram or send me an email or just leave me a comment below and we'll get in touch. But yeah, that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching today. I hope you enjoyed it. And until next time, I'll see you later. Bye.